Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal the MaizePlus Experiment map. I am making my daily milk sale, and today is gonna be the day that we feed our animals. We are down to 200,000 liters of feed in the feeding trough, which still would last for a while, but because I have work coming up in upcoming days, I will have to sort the feeding out, so I have time to do other farm work when need arises. Okay. So this should refund our grain grist buying from previous episode, and I must say that I have missed the price. I did calculate it correctly though, but yeah, I was looking at the price. Okay, so we get around 15,000. Yeah, when I was looking for the price of the grain grist, I was looking at the first grain grist that came along, and this is this. And you can only sell it. So you can't buy it. This is the price if you buy stuff, and this is probably their buying price. So if you sell it, you get paid this much for grain grist. But if I would go just a little bit lower, you can see Deutz grain grist. We have 22,000 liters in the silo, and the price for selling is 800 per liter. And you can see there are other feeding types. But I missed this, and it would not be fair to the modders to say that the price is not listed, because it is. It was totally my lack of searching for the price. Anyway, I will make my way back to the farm, and then we'll continue. After I'm done with the feeding, I will get a planter for tomorrow, and I hope I can straight out buy it. You know, we'll be using it a lot. Every other year, I suppose, when we use up the straw, we might do some cereal crops that give us straw so we can bale it for bedding. But otherwise, yeah, we'll be mostly a maize farm or a corn farm, whatever you want to say it. Okay, I didn't forget this time. I moved the trailer out of the way, so we're gonna be free to move with the mixer under our grain silo, so I can easily load the grain grist into said mix. Now I am going to be using a bit more of the grain grist than I usually do, than I previously have, because I don't have root crops to give to our mix. Okay, so as you can see, we could use more. Well, yeah, I actually could use more hay. If I give two bales of hay, that is, I believe, 18,000 altogether. I think they're 9,000 liter bales. 18,000, so we're left with 12,000. And if we do 12,000, no, actually that wouldn't work. It would not leave enough room for the grain grist at all. Well, actually it would. That would mean that I would use only one. So if I put 2 hay bales in the mix, okay, we are at 18,000. Then I put 1 bucket of maize silage. That puts us to 13,600. I mean, no, 2 bales, 18,000 plus 4. That's 22,600. And if I put another 4,600 liters of the other silage, that puts us at 27.2. So we are left with 2,800 for the grain grist. Now, is this viable? So we have here 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 3 on top. It's 18 bales. That's for 9 loads. If I do 2 at a time. 9 times... Well, I probably don't have enough. Just jump in here. I probably don't have enough silage to do 9 loads, so this just might work. Should I try it? Should I do it? Why not? We are in spring, so we are gonna be making grass silage as the first option, and later on I'm gonna be doing hay. So I probably have enough. Let me turn the beacons off. I don't need the flashing. So basically, put in 2 bales of hay. Let me see. Because hay you can put up to 100%, you know, so it's... You can do it. It's allowed. The mix will be correct. It's just that it will use our precious resource. We have plenty of straw. Maybe I should do smaller straw bales and complement the mix with straw. I have to check the incoming ingredients, if we have straw and how much we can put in. Okay, that's 1 bale. I really love this design of the barn, where you can drop feed straight down. And I could do the same over here for the straw. We load up the straw blower wagon. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, so that's the first ingredient in. If I open the door, I have. Let me reverse this contraption out. Right, so if I come here, do I have straw? Yes, I have straw. I can put up to 6,000 liters of straw in the mixer. So I'm gonna have to check. I have saved the amounts of different loose types if they are baled, and the bale sizes. So I can see if we can get something that's under 6,000 liters, I think that would be a very good option. Very good option indeed. That means I would need to use less of the other ingredients if I put 6,000 liters of straw for padding out the mix. Okay, now let's get the other silage type. Gotta turn the beacon on. We're gonna be on the road. Gotta make sure we are as visible as possible. We don't want any trouble. And I think this telehandler will need a wash fairly soon. Also the bucket. I honestly should do that before the feeding, but I didn't, so we're here. We're just gonna wing it. And I am thinking that this bunker silo is really not big enough if we get more fields of maize silage. So we're gonna have to sort that out also. It's another thing that I need to deal with. there is a way that you can actually bale and wrap the maize silage. So for example, if I chop maize into a trailer, and then if I use the grain door on the trailer and slowly move forward, we get a nice row of chopped maize. So you can build that, but I don't think that's a very realistic thing, because I don't know if you have ever seen the chopped maize, but it's chopped into very small pieces, tiny pieces, and I don't think that would get easily picked up by the baler. You know what I mean? Because when you are picking up grass, the grass is long and it's intertwined, and it, you know, picks itself up. But if you have something that is chopped, that doesn't really seem like a possible thing, you know. Okay, so we are at 27,230 liters. Now I will top up with the grain grist we bought previously, and we should have a realistic mix. And I have forgotten to check how much maize silage we still have in the bunker. Excuse me, I just bumped the mic. Okay, Deutz grain grist. Let's go. Oops, I didn't leave enough space here. Yeah, this is such a dirty machine right now. I really have to fix it. No excuses. Oh, and look what nice texture for wear. It's actually the way it would be scratched. Awesome. I love details like that. And this is why I'm looking forward to details like wet machines after rain and, you know, stuff like that. It is forecasted that we're gonna have in the FS25, which is less than 2 weeks away. We're already in November 1st in real time. So yeah, awesome. Okay, we are filling the feeding trough. I'm also gonna have to sell the slurry, I think. Welp. Anyway, I'm gonna do a few more mixes off screen, and we'll be back when I deem it worthy of you seeing it. Okay, this is going to be the last load I'm able to make with the ingredients I have at the moment. I think this will be the 7th load, because I have put 180,000 liters in, and we have for 2 more loads, so we have 4 more bales, which means we've done 7 loads, or this will be the 7th one. And after this I will only have 2,000 and something liters of grass silage left, which is not enough. We need at least 3,000 liters to make a successful realistic mix. So this means we are done with the feeding for now. So this will bring us to around 407,000 liters, which will last us for some time, at least until I can make more grass silage and more hay. So if we check now, excuse me, if we now check the amount of, yeah, you can see we're pretty much empty, but I think it's still 6,000 and something liters, 6,950, that's right. Okay, let me load the rest, and as you can see we are already under 3000, which means that's not enough to make another realistic mix. So this is the batch of silage we are left with. So it looks like we can survive the winter with this kind of setup, and that makes me really happy. So the experiment, I think, succeeded. You can survive with equipment, you can do it in MaizePlus, you can do it alone. Also, I employed some helpers, basically the courseplay worker, a few times just to help me out time-wise, but otherwise I did everything by myself. And it was tremendous fun, I really loved it. The best part, I think, is the different mixes you can make and all the different feeding types you can produce, you can buy. Some of them you can only buy. For example, a brewer's grain. There might be some mods out there, maybe some breweries that actually produce brewer's grain, but yeah, we don't have it at the moment. Not in this map, at least. So yeah, this was the best kind of fun for me. And of course different types of silage. Okay, so we are left with 2,582 liters of silage, which I believe is quite funny because we have balanced out almost perfectly the grass and the maize silage. They are both 2,000 and something liters, so yeah, that's really interesting. A total coincidence, though. I of course did not plan it because I really don't have any idea how much liters we get off of a field. But it seems like that our 3 meadows produce the same liters as field number 13. Silage, of course. But that's quite a big difference in volume of the product, but on the other hand, if you think about it, actual maize is a very tall crop, and when you chop it, it takes less acreage to get the same amount of liters of volume out of the field. Slowly. Okay. Now I will put this bucket back in its place, and I will probably have to get the big bag handler because I think I will be getting the maize seed next. What a contrast, that dirty telehandler and this beautifully clean tractor, new, still smells like new. And if you check the gauge of the repair level for the trailer, because we have the trailer selected, we are halfway down, which means that this mixer wagon is gonna need a service. And I think I'm gonna put it into the workshop after I do this, and also grain grist. We are left with only 2,500 liters, so we're at 2,500 for all the ingredients except the hay. I wasn't expecting the hay to outlast the silages, so that is kind of a surprise for me. Okay, I'm gonna empty this out and I will log back in. I desperately need to give our cows some bedding also. As you can see, the straw is at 5,000 liters. So we have to sort that out, and I'll do it before I go get the planters. Okay, feeding all done. This tractor worked quite a lot in this episode. And it's still gonna work more because it's our main workhorse of the farm. Let me open both these doors. Now I'm thinking that when I get home with that planter, I'm gonna leave everything on the tractor, because we are gonna be planting tomorrow. So in the next game day, let me try and fit this big stuff through here. Is it gonna follow? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm gonna leave this machine here. And I'm gonna go get the planter. Let me first check something out. Okay, I've seen what I wanted to. I have checked if we have any corn seed at the farm, and we don't have any. Which means that I'm gonna have to go and buy some, but I might do that in the next episode. Before I start planting, you know, I can always go get some more. Luckily, we don't have any shortage of seed. Woohoo! Oh, come on, move now. If you force your way, please move out of the way as fast as possible. You silly combine driver. And here we are at the shop. So this seeder is gonna cost us quite a lot of money. And let's go here. I mean planter, not seeder. Oh, these are seeders. Planter. We're gonna get this one, Maxima 3-tail. So this one takes both fertilizer and seed, and we can set it up for seed selector with corn seeds. Yes, let's buy it. 54 grand. I knew it wasn't gonna be cheap, so I'm not surprised about the price. But yeah, this one is 6 meter wide, so I think it's gonna be perfect for our operation, because we don't have that big field, you know. It's gonna be very useful for turning around and stuff like that. So yeah, let's check it out. And when you unfold it, this goes, you know, into 6 meter width, so about right here, I think. Yeah, I think this looks perfect. Ooh, sharp spikes. So up there, I open it, I can't. Up there is the hopper for fertilizer, and in the back there are hoppers for actual corn seed. Okay, I parked this right here. We are gonna be using it fairly soon, so I won't put it away or unhook it. But now I want to use this tractor that's already warming up, and I need to do two things. I need to put away the trailer that I moved out of the way previously, and then I need to give our cows the bedding they need. And at the moment we are at 26,530 euros, which is going to get a bit supplemented in tomorrow's episode by our milk sale. Luckily the milk sales are up, so I don't think there's gonna be any problems with this. Yeah, let me just go around, it's easier than reversing. Okay, so before the next sowing session begins, planting session, I will need to provide our seeder with kernels, seed maize, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do that via the car, or I could simply go to the shop with telehandler. I'm not sure how much solid fertilizer I still have, so I have to check that out. And if I need to get more of the fertilizer, I will go with the trailer and load everything up in one go, so I don't move up and down all the time and drive to get, you know, individual bags. Okay, so we are going to be going this way. Yeah, I thought I'm gonna go over that bump. It's fine. We have a tractor. Okay. Go a little bit more to the right side. Yeah, I'm very close to that side. Need to sort it out. Okay, and this should be close enough to put in the straw bales. Basically, yeah, okay, I can see there is a little bit of opened. Check. Yeah, okay, now it's closed. Okay, let's drop a few straw bales. Yeah, and this is gonna be probably it for this episode. So we've done quite a lot. We fed our cows, which is always big work because they need so much feed. Again, we followed realistic rules. I think this is gonna be fine. Let's give in 2 straw bales for the starters. Okay, that's 1. Will it even hold 2? It should. Yeah, it should. I just maybe take the tractor a little bit more forward. Like this. Such a handy thing, this ladder over here. And look how much straw we actually still have in the barn, so yeah. I will definitely not need to plant any cereal crops this season. Okay, let's drop. Perfect. Now the only thing left to do today is to pump that straw, shred it, and give it to the cows. And with this, I will thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I wish everything good for you, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.